the first time I saw you, it wasn't just the way you looked, it was the way the sunlight danced through your hair, like golden threads pulled from heaven. I remember thinking, even in that moment, how something so simple could feel so extraordinary. It wasn't the kind of beauty you pause for. It was the kind that holds you still, makes you forget where you are. You didn't notice me right away. You were too busy laughing, lost in a world I wanted so desperately to be part of. And maybe that's what love is. Wanting to live in someone's smile. Wanting to breathe in the air they do, just to feel a little closer. I stood in the soft hush of the afternoon, watching that light catch your shoulders, your cheeks, your lips, and I knew something had already shifted. Even then, I felt the pull. Not the loud, cinematic kind, but the kind that quietly changes your gravity. You turned, and your eyes met mine, not for long, just a flicker, but it was enough. Enough to make the world tilt. Enough to make me believe that something had begun. Something that might never end. There's a quiet magic in the everyday with you. The way your voice settles into the silence like it belongs there. The way your hands know how to find mine, even in the dark. I've loved you in ways I didn't know love could stretch. Through mornings heavy with tiredness and through nights that hung on the edge of storms. Your presence doesn't shout. It doesn't need to. It hums low and deep like the earth turning, constant and sure. I never expected to find you, and now I can't imagine how I ever lived without you. You've made me notice things I'd long forgotten, like how rain can sound like a lullaby when you're near, or how time feels different when we're wrapped in the hush of our own world. You've made the ordinary feel like scripture. A look from you feels like home, and your laughter? It's the kind that fills a room with sunlight, even when the clouds won't move. Being with you isn't about grand gestures. It's about this peace I carry now, the soft joy that slips into my chest when you reach for me, like I'm the only thing you'll ever need. Some days I wake up before you just to watch you sleep. I know that sounds like something from a song, but it's true. Your hair spread across the pillow, the way your chest rises and falls in rhythm. It feels like poetry written just for me. You bring a kind of calm that no one else ever has. I think that's what love really is. Not fireworks or dizzy passion, but a steady flame that warms even the coldest rooms. And with you, I'm always warm. I'm always seen. You never make me feel like I have to be anything other than myself. You hold space for my worst days and celebrate my best ones with the same unwavering heart. And when you say my name, it's like hearing it for the first time. Like suddenly I'm more than I was before. I see my reflection in your eyes and I like the person looking back. With you I've found not only a partner but a mirror, a compass, a shelter, and still after all this time the sunlight through your hair makes my heart catch, like some part of me is still standing in that very first moment. You are the story I want to tell in every quiet room. Not because you're perfect, but because you're real, because you've shown me that love doesn't have to be loud to be deep, that sometimes the strongest bonds are the ones whispered, not shouted. You've let me in, not just to your joy, but to your fears, your doubts, your scars. And I've never loved you more than in those fragile, beautiful moments. There is such strength in your softness, such bravery in the way you love without hesitation. You carry the weight of the world with a smile, but I see you. I see the tired beneath it, the longing, the tenderness, and I want to be the one who helps you breathe easier, who holds you when the silence feels too loud. You've taught me how to be still, how to listen, how to care with my whole heart. And when I hold you, everything else fades. There's only your heartbeat, your warmth, your truth. You are the most honest thing I've ever known. And every time you walk into the room, it's like the sun has decided to follow you in. I've loved you in 1,000 different ways, across 1,000 different moments, in the coffee shared on rainy mornings, in the soft hum of music drifting from another room, in the gentle way you reach for me when the world gets too heavy. And every time I think I found the deepest part of that love, you show me more. It never stops unfolding, like your smile, which never looks quite the same twice, or the way your voice changes when you talk about something that matters. I fall in love with your mind daily, with the way you think, the way you wonder, the way you believe in goodness, even when life tries to prove you wrong. You carry so much beauty within you, and not the kind that fades. It's in your choices, your kindness, your hope. And maybe that's what the sunlight sees when it catches your hair, that light in you, the kind that doesn't dim. I want to spend forever learning you, mapping the hidden corners of your heart, because even now, even after everything, you still surprise me. Still catch me off guard, still feel like a gift I haven't finished unwrapping. We've had our storms, the nights when words failed us, when we stood on opposite ends of the same hurt, but we stayed. We fought, not to win, but to understand, and that, I think, is what makes us different. We don't walk away, we reach across the space, we mend instead of break. I've seen your face in anger, in sadness, in silence, and I've loved it in every form, because behind all of it is that same heart, steady and good. We're not perfect, but we're real. And real is what I want. I want the arguments that end in laughter, the quiet forgiveness, the way we find our way back, always. I want the way you look at me like I matter, even when I don't feel like I do. I want the way your hand finds mine, like a promise. I want the future we build day by day, not rushed, not scripted, but honest. Built on morning kisses and late night talks, on knowing that whatever comes, we'll face it together. You are my calm in the chaos, my anchor, my wild hope. And even in our hardest moments, I've never doubted us. Never once. You once told me that love should feel like home, and with you, it does. It's not just comfort, it's belonging. It's knowing I can fall apart and still be held. It's the safety of your arms after a long day, the way your voice softens when you say my name, the way you remember the little things, the kind of coffee I like, the song that makes me cry, the stories I tell half asleep. You pay attention, and in doing so, you make me feel seen in a way I never have before. You turn the ordinary into something sacred. Even silence feels different with you. It has a shape, a texture, a meaning. You've taught me that love isn't just feeling, it's choosing each other again and again, even when it's hard, especially then. And I'll keep choosing you, through every season, through every storm, through every moment when the world feels too big or too broken, because in all of it, I still see that light, that golden shimmer that first caught my heart, sunlight through your hair, and a love that never stops growing.